Been having tons of conversations with clients this week, other people, dojo members, people just in general. I've been having a lot of conversations, and I think it's very interesting. But one thing, if you put it on the record, that will happen out of this situation we're living in is that two groups of people are distinctly going to emerge, and they're already setting up camp. And the first group is what I call the vacationers, or the ostrich. And the vacationer crowd are the folks that naturally may be inclined to say, this is a really bizarre situation. This is horrible. It's scary. And they're true. They're right. But the vacationers sort of are going to say, hey, this is also a great opportunity to just take a vacation from life. And I'm just going to hunker down. I might put my head in the sand. I might be living in denial. I might just sit in my little apartment and just watch Netflix and do whatever I need to do. Self-medicate, binge watch TV, all that kind of stuff. And I think there's a time and a place for all that. But those are the vacationers. And there's no denigration in this. But then a second group's going to emerge. And my suspicion is that you're part of the second group because you're here watching this right now. And you're with us right now. The second group is the producers. The producers are going to find a way to keep on keeping on. The producers are the people that are going to choose faith over fear. The producers are the people that are going to say, I might not be able to do everything I normally could do, but I can do something. The producer is going to be the person that is going to rise up and say, I can still accomplish maybe 60 or 70 or 80% of my goals. The producer is going to take a bump or a bruise, but they're going to come out of the fight intact and ready for the next fight. The producer is the person that's going to walk head and shoulders above the other ones. The producers are going to lead. And our world needs the producers and the leaders today more than ever. And you're part of that. You're watching this right now. You are part of that crowd. Because guess what? The vacationers aren't part of the dojo. They're not part of implementers. They're not my one-on-one clients. And that's okay because we're going to lead those people. And we are going to stand for those people. And we are going to bring them along. And so the producers are going to come out of this situation with a new business plan, a new marketing plan. The producers are going to come out of this situation with a cleaner home, a more organized home. The producers are going to come out of this saying, you know what? One of the benefits of that thing is I lost 15 pounds because I had time to exercise. Or I didn't have time to go and eat all the fast food that I normally was accustomed to eating because I was stuck at home eating normal good food that we prepare at home. And I learned something about that. Or I had time to exercise. The producers are going to come out of this with a refreshed and renewed body because everybody's getting more sleep now, or will get more sleep. And hopefully the producers will come out of this and say, I improved a relationship or two. Because I was on the phone talking to people more than I've ever talked to people. I was checking in on friends and family I maybe was too busy to check in on before. And the producers are going to be the ones that are going to come out of this saying, that sucked. There's a lot of things right now that can suck. Nobody wants to see the death toll. Nobody wants to see people being affected. Nobody wants to be living in fear of their loved ones and themselves being affected. And that's a real situation. And we have to manage that and we have to work through that. But the key is the producer will come out of that and say, that was not as pleasant as I ever would have wanted. That was not enjoyable. But guess what? Here are the things that I'm coming out of this situation with. Here are the gifts. Those were the opportunities that I took advantage of. Those were the gaps and the windows of time that I made into an opportunity. And the producers will be the leaders that lead our civilization back to a peak state. So congratulations for being here. That is my State of the Current Affairs Union address to you this morning. And I hope you take it to heart because that fires me up knowing that we are part of a group of people who are going to lead our corner of the world. You each are living in a corner of the world right now. And if I can inspire you to go out and lead strong and lead well, then I've done my job. And if you can take that attitude and you can let that be infectious versus a virus, let that attitude infect others and say, hey, are you going to be a vacationer or are you going to be a producer? Because we all can be a producer in this time. We all can read a new book. We all can get more rest. We all can make a beneficial, better improvement in terms of where we're going. Do you agree with me? If so, put yes in the chat. If not, put no and let's talk about that.